Dear students, welcome to my channel. Hope you are watching my channel constantly. And if this video is useful and if you have not subscribed my channel so far, please make it. Today let us discuss section 23, subsection 3 deals with the computation of income from house property if it is a partially let out one, or even if the house is self occupied for at least a few months or at least for a month period, then it will not be treated as self occupied house property and it will come under the category of let out house property. So let us work out a problem based on this situation, that the house property is let out partly during the previous year, or the part of the house is let out during the previous year. So here the important point is the annual value will not become zero. The annual value has to be computed as per section 23 subsection 1. We have to compare with the municipal valuation, fair rent, standard rent, and the actual rent we have to take into consideration. Then we have to arrive the annual value. So let us explain that point with an example. Here municipal valuation is given, that is 80,000, fair rent is given 1,20,000, standard rent is given 1 lakh rupees. The house was self occupied for 4 months. After that, then it is let out for rupees 10,000 per month. If it is rupees 15,000 per month, what will be the annual value, provided the owner pays a municipal taxes of rupees 10,000. So there are two situations. Under situation 1, the house is let out for 8 months with 10,000 rental income, and another situation, the house is let out worth rupees 15,000 per month for 8 months. So situation A and situation B. In the situation A, first of all we have to compare the municipal valuation with the fair rent and take the higher value. Here it is 1,20,000. Then compare that with the standard rent, take the lower value. Standard rent is 1 lakh and take the lower value and rename it as fair rent. Here the fair rent is 1 lakh rupee. Now compare that fair rent with actual rent. Actual rent is equal to the building let out for 8 months for 10,000 rupees, and therefore that value is 80,000. Here the actual rent is less than the fair rent, not because of vacancy. Here the fair rent is more than actual rent, not because of vacancy. Rule 4 not applicable. Therefore fair rent is equal to the gross annual value, that is 1 lakh rupee. Now less municipal taxes paid by the owner is equal to 10,000 rupees, equals rupees 90,000 is the annual value in this case. The second case is compare fair rent and municipal valuation, take the higher, that is 1,20,000, compare again it with standard rent, that is 1 lakh, take the lower value, compare that again with actual rent. Actual rent is equal to 15,000 for 8 months. So it is 1,20,000. So the actual rent is more than fair rent. Actual rent is greater than fair rent. Therefore actual rent is equal to gross annual value. Therefore the gross annual value is 1,20,000 less municipal taxes paid by the owner, that is 10,000 rupees. Therefore the annual value is equal to 1,10,000 in the second case. We considered the actual rent compared with the fair rent applied rule 4 if applicable. Here in this case there was no unrealized rent, there was no vacancy, only let out for 8 months, so that the annual value has to be arrived based on the rule as per section 23(1). So we computed the value of annual value or gross annual value based on that rule and arrived. In the first case it is 90,000 and the second case it is 1,10,000. Hope this concept is clear. Now let us see, in the occupation of the assessee, suppose there are more than one house or more than two houses in the occupation of the assessee, what will be the condition? How the rule provides with that? See, up to the assessment year 1920, suppose an assessee occupies more than one house, at the option of the assessee, any one of the house shall be treated as self-occupied and the remaining house or houses shall be treated as deemed to let out. So here we are going to discuss the concept of deemed let out house property. Section 23(4), which means if any assessee occupies more than one house up to the assessment year 1920 are self-occupied, at the option of the assessee, any one house could be considered as self-occupied and the remaining house or houses shall be treated as deemed to let out. But with effect from assessment year 2021, two houses could be considered as self-occupied and the remaining house or houses shall be treated as deemed to let out. Now let us see how we can compute the taxable income from a deemed let out house property. Dear friends, it is just like let out house property. First of all, we have to arrive the gross annual value. Gross annual value to be computed, then deduct municipal taxes paid, is equal to annual value. So from this annual value can deduct deduction under section 24. First one is 30% of annual value. 30% of annual value can be deducted. Secondly, interest on loan paid or payable in connection with the loan taken for the construction or purchase or renovation or repair of the building can be deducted. So these two can be deducted, and one important point is there is no limit of that 30,000 or 2 lakh rupees if it is a deemed let out house property. If the interest paid is 2,50,000 or 3 lakh can be deducted. There is no ceiling, there is no limitation of interest paid in the case of deemed let out. But in the case of self-occupied, a maximum amount of 2 lakh shall be deductible. But here there is no limitation. That is the difference. It to be treated just like let out house property. There is no difference. And dear friends, please note that there may be some item, insurance premium paid, fire insurance premium paid, collection charges paid, security salary paid, etc. All that cannot be deducted, but for which the standard deduction of 30% of annual value shall be deductible in the case of deemed let out house property. Let us work out a problem to understand this concept, that is based on section 23 subsection 4. See, in this question, Mr. X owns 3 houses, all the 3 uses for own residence, and we are required to compute income from house property for the assessment year 2020-21, and the values given are for house 1 municipal valuation, fair rent, standard rent, municipal taxes paid, repairs, insurance and interest on loan. Similarly, for all the houses it is given. So let us see which house could be treated as deemed to let out and which all would be the self-occupied house property at the option of the assessee. So basically, let us try to advise this assessee, Mr. X, which is beneficial for him to opt as the self-occupied house property. With effect from 2021 assessment year, he can opt any of the two houses as self-occupied. Self-occupied houses are first one and the second one, and the third one is deemed let out. This is option 1. Then the option 2 could be 1 and 3 self-occupied and the second is deemed let out. And the third option is second and third is self-occupied and the first one is deemed let out. So let us work out each option and find out which one is the best one for the assessee. The house 1 and 2 are considered to be self-occupied. Therefore, the gross annual value for this one and the second one is nil. And for the third one, compare these two, take the higher value, that is 3,30,000. Compare it with the fair rent, take the lower value, that is 2,50,000. Therefore, the third house, the gross annual value is 2,50,000 and the house 1 and 2, the gross annual value is 0, considering with effect from 2021 assessment year. Two houses can be considered as self-occupied and the gross annual value shall be 0. Less municipal taxes paid cannot be deducted for the first and second house, but for the third house we can deduct 25,000. Therefore, the annual value for the first house is nil, second also nil, but for the third house is 2,25,000 under this option. Less deduction under section 24, one is 30% of annual value. Here it is nil, here also nil, but here the 30% is, it is 67,500. Second deduction, interest on loan. Assuming that the loan is taken, the house is constructed after 1999. So for the first house, we can go for interest on loan deduction rupees 12,000. The second house we can go for 60,000 rupees. And the third house, it is let out house property, so that can go for a deduction of 2,10,000, the amount which is expended. See my dear friends, the repairs, insurance cannot be deducted while computing the income from house property, but can deduct the 30% of the annual value possible. So here for the first house, income from house property is negative income 12,000, that is loss 12,000. The second one is negative 60,000, that is loss. And the third house is, the assessee can deduct 2,77,500 out of 2,25,000. That is also negative income. Therefore, the loss from house property under option 1 is 1,24,500. Loss 1,24,500. Now let us see the second option. 1 and 3 are self-occupied and the second one is deemed to let out. Gross annual value for the first house is nil and the third one is also nil. But for the second one, we have to compare 42 with 36, take the higher, that is 42. Compare it with the standard rent, take the lower one, that is 42,000. Now, less municipal taxes paid. First one nil, second one is also cannot be, and the third one is municipal tax paid is 8,000 equals 34,000. Annual value is nil. First and third, deduction under section 24, that is 30% of annual value. 30% of annual value, here it is nil, here also nil, but here 30% of 34,000. It is 10,200. Then interest on loan. Interest on loan for the first house, assuming that the construction happened after 1999, 12,000 can be deducted. Here the second house, 60,000 can be deducted, and the third house, a maximum of 2 lakh can be deducted. It cannot go for 2,10,000 since it is self-occupied house property. Now, the repairs, insurance premium paid, etc. cannot be deducted. In connection with that, the 30% of annual value is permitted. Now, the loss from first house is 12,000, second is 2 lakh, and the third one is 70,200 minus 34,000, 36,200. Therefore, in this case, the total loss is 2,48,200. 2,48,200. Under the third option, house 2 and 3 are self-occupied and the first house is deemed to let out. Self-occupied house property, house 2 and 3, we know the value. 2, it is maximum loss of 60,000 that we worked out in the previous case. 2 lakh loss for the third house. And what about the case of first house property? Gross annual value, here it is nil, here also nil. The first house, compare these two, take the higher value 34 and compare with the standard rent, take the lower value, that is 30,000. Less municipal taxes paid, it is 6,000 here, here it is nil, here also nil, here it is 6,000, therefore 24,000. Here it is nil, here also nil. Then less deduction under section 24, one is 30% of annual value. 30% of annual value is 0 here, here also 0. And the third one is 30% of 24,000 is equal to 7,200. Now, second is interest on loan. Second house is 60,000 and the third house maximum of 2 lakh, and for the first house is 12,000. Therefore, the deduction possible from the first house is 19,200 from 24,000, 4,800 rupees. A loss of 2,60,000 minus 4,800. This is the final result, equals 2,55,200 negative income in this case. So here under the third option, a loss of 2,55,200. So the advice here is, the assessee of the third option, that is second and third is self-occupied and the first one is treated as deemed let out, the assessee would get a maximum loss. Hope this concept of deemed let out is clear. And we tried out the first case, the first and second is self-occupied and the third one is deemed let out. Under the second option, the house 1 and 3 is self-occupied, and the second one is deemed let out. The final option, the third option we tried out, the house 2 and 3 are self-occupied and the first one is deemed let out, and we found that the third option, that is the second and third is self-occupied and the first one is deemed let out, he gets a maximum loss of 2,55,200. So getting more loss is more beneficial in terms of payment of income tax. Hope this concept is clear. Please work out as much problem possible, and if you have any doubt, please leave it in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching my channel. Thank you.